Hello everyone, we're back with some more Alchemy Factory today. I believe we are still working on our second floor. Let's get into it. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a couple issues. Let me grab some planks. Looks like we are not using the wood fast enough, which is gonna cause so many issues. For now, I think the best thing for me to do would be to create an overflow so that this keeps running, because we do need the mushrooms. The other thing I need to do, figure out what I can use this wood for. Because right now we have a whole bunch of wood and we are not crafting anything with it. Everything is frozen, and that is no bueno. Now, if I'm already getting the wood, I should start using it in some of the furnaces. The problem is, I don't really need it. Okay, let's finish up our day. We actually made a little bit today, which is nice, but let's see. I'm guessing that there has to be a... Okay. So here's what we're going to do. If I don't like it, grab the trash barrel and use it. Also reminds me, where is it? Z. I could have sworn down here there is an overflow. "30 seconds. I find it funny that you have to unlock Coke, and yet I absolutely already have it. But yeah, we want to prioritize going that way. Okay. So there is an issue there. However, this is something that I can fix with relative ease. Especially because we do need the extra materials. That. Come here. Priority. That. Come there. There. And then the overstock can crash. And that way we always have plenty of material. It is very wasteful, but we're so good on burnables that it's quite literally a bigger waste of money and time to be doing it any other way. We want the logs to actually run out. That way we can basically override everything. We also have the issue that there are more berries than there are ways to get it down. So come here because, yep, building up. Okay. Now we just separate them. There we go. From here. Throw the berries in there. Because right now we are running into an issue of the separation is not enough. Also reminds me, I need to increase outputs. Multi-million-dollar question is, how am I going to do this? Answer is apparently simpler than I realized, because I can go here, go there, do that. I just need to take what cash I do have on hand and go pick up the seeds. I go pick up the seeds, which apparently see. Increase mouse sensitivity just a bit. Go. Second seed. Random set of bulk orders. We're actually backstocking yellow potions at this point, which is a bit worrisome. Hmm. Hmm. Again, I apologize. Need to turn in some of these because these are paying way more. Wooden rope. I don't even know if I'm... Okay, so I am still making rope. And given that I need something to get rid of the, I'll get rid of some of the wood. I think this just might be the best shot I've got at it. Now, that, that, that. There. Rope. Perfect. Nope. But it works. And that's all I really need. Now I can come over here and go to wooden pulleys. And I can start producing them. Now, they could be worth selling, but for the time being, I'm not going to worry about it. Take all the glass, go over to our mortars, take that, gonna turn in the random quest. Plenty of cash for us to come into our research. Now, I don't need to unlock the recipe for this. Apparently, you can just do it. Let's see. 2 green potions plus some sand. We'll do 290. And when I come back here, looking at 170. Okay, so turquoise is going to be worth it. The liquid flask, we do need to get that up and running. That wasn't a thing that they added. gonna work. Nice. See, because it's gonna show me the recipe that I technically already have, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there we go. And then when you grind it down, it's worth a little bit more. Yeah, that was easy enough. Now, goods. That's just done in an assembler. And potions, and my potions are coming up here. So in theory, at least. Okay. That there. As far as my sales are going, I'm not selling anywhere near enough to offset the need. Bandages are nice, but I need to... Well, what I really need to do is make some money. In order to do that, I need to look at the portal signal, because there is this guy, the dispatch. Not mistaken. Is the coin. There. Okay. Okay. Paid. Behind me. Silver coin, right there. Where did all that go? Yep. Well, silver is to not do that. I know this sounds silly, me trying to determine where all the coin went. But yeah. There. Hermit. And we are gonna go that way. So far, it can go there, but it can't go there. Boom, boom. There. So I conveniently made it exactly the maximum. That's kind of funny. Now, I believe cannons can go further. But right now I don't have cannons, and even if I did, I don't believe it would give me the solution I would want. Okay, so I can destroy the walls. That's good to know. Here, grab a bunch of planks. Okay. I don't think it'll let me do that angle. If I'm not mistaken, might be able to do this. Hopefully, both coins go up that way. Hopefully this breaks them into individuals. Okay, yeah, that's great. Not really a reason. And that's gonna hold 1,000 coins for me, which is actually relatively useful because then I can do stuff like silver shelf. Cool, this costs a bunch of materials, but is actually useful to me. This display case could hold some valuables. Main thing I need to do, though, is look at building turquoise. 75 sand a minute now. Potash, I cannot for the life of me remember what I was doing with sand. Here, and here. For right now, sure, we are getting the value we want. 12 a minute. So technically speaking, it's not going to be a perfect ratio, but that is still fine. Do that. That out of there. And now we need to come over here. Important thing is, pull this where it needs to go. To intentionally do a sorter run so that I can make the jump across. Oh, that is actually really useful. Wish I had known that sooner. Huh. I really wish there was a, hey, I want to make this exactly a certain size. But fortunately, that's not viable. 8. Theory. Gonna make 6 a minute. That is nowhere near enough. Cloning. There we go. Oof. Okay, so sand's gonna be one of those takes a while to backlog things. Making 25 every minute. So this is gonna actually eat up more stone than I am producing. However, that's not the worst because it does look like everything's kind of just moving. The throwers are going to end up being my bottleneck. Now, because these are exceedingly expensive, here, grab some of these. You know, I just had a bit of an epiphany. I take this, go. Huh? Wood. Great. Grab you, go there. Okay. Now, I go to this, hit confirm, there's the blueprint. We'll consider it a gear. Max. Oh, caps locks on. Max. Cat. Okay. The other thing I can do this. Next one. Cut it. Because I can cut and paste. Okay. In order to do this the way I want to do it, firm. Blueprint. A X cat. Looks like there we go. There. Now, target's too far. Okay, let's do the smart thing. And by smart, I mean the clean. And again, we are intentionally using catapults to reduce the need for product. Basically, what's happening is intentionally limit how many of these we have at any given point in time. Doing so, prevent ourselves from stockpiling expenses. Because then we end up with a lot of money in the lines, but not a lot of money that's usable. This will actually give stuff time to backlog, build up, prevents us from front-loading all of our costs. Nice. Because I'm definitely going to be front-loading a lot of costs on stuff like this. We make any money? We did. Good. Spend it on silly things. Nope. There goes our day. We did spend a lot more than we probably should have. I apologize. Ears. Next one. We need to get that and that. I'm definitely gonna have to investigate the best way to acquire funds. That needs 7 linen per minute. Requires 150 of those per minute. That requires a bunch of fertilizer that isn't moving. Because the wood's not moving. Okay. Let's see. We come here. And do the carpenter's request. Bunch of bricks. What does it need? Coal powder. Okay, I ran out of inventory space, that's why. Button. Helps if you put the right there. That's gonna be its own problem. So, frickin'. Second, we're gonna. Oh. That. Start making things. I could make a lot of money with some of these bulk orders. I think this is the most viable one. The biggest problem is not really producing like extreme materials like that. Right now, a lot of my stuff has been me producing for my use. Just trying to clean up some of my inventory. I will get this all sorted and dealt with soon. That. Completing either of the bulk orders would be great. Looks like we are out of time for the day. All right, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.